My apologies for starting like late. I was sleeping off some pain that I was in. Announcements. There we go. I got the title. Place that down. Members. Throw it out. Throw it out. Throw it out. And throw it out. Okay. We got that going now. How does the audio sound? Wow, my voice sounds dead. Do not realize how messed up my voice sounds. Get chat running for the doc on YouTube. Okay, that's running now. We have that going. Let's get the game running. Finish online setting. Okay. Everything should be running properly now. All services are up. All services are up. Nergi content. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, everything's running. I gotta turn the HUD back on. The HUD was turned off because I had to do some recording for a short. Now it's time to go fight Odo. Because I need that armor piece. And then I need to upgrade all of my armor down the line, so it's going to be turned into armor seer farming. KO Jewel is useful, but I need something better. And I can't get that yet, because that's a Valhazak item. And that's Anjanath related. That's Ligania. And that goes up to piercing 3, which is good, but not what I want. Where's the Tobikadachi gun? Tobikadachi is useful, but for piercing, I need a useful gun for spread. we should have the Zora tree. Is no. No. Kieran is pure sane. We have the Anjanathicon, but the Anjanathicon is questionable. I wish Operator was here so I could ask him which one is the best I could get. Okay. Let's go fight Odo. Let's go fight Odoban. What do I need for his artwork? I forget. I need sinew and I need claws. Okay. That's fine. Hey, the Odo is here. Odo. I need a refill on ammo. Do. Now I need to go buy my stuff, and then I can go into the hunt. Gunpowder level 2, stock up on that. Spread. Do. It can use paralysis ammo. Neat. I didn't realize I could use paralysis ammo. That's actually useful. Dude. Okay. And I should probably say this. I'm sorry for not being able to do like long form content right now. Like I'm trying, but right now the situation at hand, as you can probably tell by my voice is messed up. Okay. 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 Move, move, move. Okay, I got the stun off on it, which I needed. Getting that stun off was useful. Okay. Dang it. I gotta refill my potions. Okay. There we go. Fighting a full... I'm not the biggest fan of Odegaron. I'm not. Like, it... I get why people like it, but I just don't. Like, the Wild's rendition, yeah, it's fine, but that's because it's slower. It doesn't help that the combat there basically acts as a complete counter to the thing. It's just in this game, the thing is so dang fast. I thought I had it, but I was wrong apparently. Okay, game, I need dodge window extension. Gonna go up. Try to grab a new set of stone. Yes. Got what I needed. Off the ledge. It's enraged, okay. Okay. Of course I missed. I had the distance, man. Okay. I don't know how I'm not taking damage when it does that. It's really weird. Please, slow down. You're basically on cocaine right now. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Okay. You're still enraged. Come on. This thing stays enraged for too long. Well, I got a knockdown. Don't know how, but I did. Ow. Come on. Stop being enraged. This thing stays enraged for too long. Piercing pod, straight to the face. Okay. Come on, go down, please. Thank you. It died. Okay, I got sinew. Sinew, okay, that's collected. That's collected, okay. We can make the armor now. Just for funsies, throw the switch. Okay. You can stop terraforms with environmental traps and flash bombs. Interesting. Didn't know that. That's good to know. How you doing, Henry? Okay. That's good. What did I get? Thunder resistance. Pointless. I swear, decorations, like randomized decorations, just are terrible. Okay, that was weird. But okay. Why am I getting pinged? I shouldn't be getting pinged. Do. Oh. My controller was dying, that's why. I now have it plugged in. Armor. Forge out the Odogaron sets. Okay, let me go grab the dog treats really quickly. Also, hello, Dayton. Let me go grab the dog treats.
Jane. This one in.
I find it hilarious. You have the food hyena, which is the golden doodle, take things super nicely from your hand, and then you have the 12-year-old that isn't a food hyena that takes it like a shark. Okay. How you doing today, Dayton? Hopefully well. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I got just about everything I can upgraded. What is my defense at? That'll put it at 6. Is that a Cran emote? Oh, it's Icy Pants gun. Okay. Thought that looked like crayons for a minute. Okay, it's time to go try to fight Nergi again. Let me reload my materials. Operator has made an appearance. Hello, operator. True, he does have a big hitbox that constantly has weak spots. Let's think about this for a minute. What do I need for Lagania? How you doing today, operator? Hopefully well. That's good. And I do apologize that I had to put that update out last night, but like, I think you can tell by my voice, everyone, that's kind of shot. I need to fight Lagania 1. Okay, let's go fight Lagania, which I think is here. No. Is it here? Yeah, it is, okay. Ah, special arena, I'll take it. Can I save money? Or can I save on materials? Not so much money. Money is like, just kinda happens. So I need the I need to fight Juratotus. And yeah, I can save on materials. Okay. Roll back the gun. I need the aqua sac. Let's go bully a Juratotus. This is gonna be just straight bullying, and I don't mind that. Yeah, Jura is very susceptible to Pierce. It's one thing when I originally played through this game, my main ammo of choice was Pierce. I ended up using the Tobakadachi gun and the Nargacuga gun until I got the Stygian Zenogre. Not Stygian, just standard Zenogre. I could never really figure out what was, like, the best Pierce gun. Where here it's like, hey... And when it comes to spread guns, I don't even know what to consider, like, what the best is. Okay. Thank you for getting staggered. Okay. Huh. I would not have thought Xenojiva's weapon would have been useful. Oh, Zenogre. Okay, I saw an X. That's my fault. That's my fault for misreading. Icy Jiva. I'm gonna have to convince the man to get a Xeno or Safi Jiva avatar, aren't I? I was gonna say, like, Xeno's gun is not all that good, so it's like I was confused on like what was being said. It's like, huh? And then you explained it. Yeah, I misread it. Okay. Grab a Stinger Thorn. If... Yeah, the big if I can handle Safi. The thing is, Safi's not even active right now, so I kind of have to go Stygian. With the right light bowgun. I'm assuming it's just you're shooting a bunch of Pierce into the face. That, or you're running a mixture of stickies, Pierce, so you can shove it around places using Rocksteady and Bebop Mantle. And yes, I will forever call it the Rocksteady and Bebop Mantle. I have no idea who thought of the name Rocksteady Mantle, but, They ignited a joke, and they will never. That and Capcom will never stop it. Okay, and I gotta fizz. I don't even know how to say it. It's a Yaku. I gotta fight a Yaku. It's one of those monsters where it's like, I don't know how to string together those letters. Do 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 do. And then I gotta figure out what armor I can get to have dodge window up. Or as I just known as evasion. Because, yay, classic games. Which I already know I can do a mixture of Nargacuga and Gold Wrath. The Gold Wrath. To get what I want. It's just a matter of getting there. In Master Rank. Because I want to have the buff to Divine Protection in G rank. You ever think they're gonna go back to calling Master Rank G rank? I kind of want them to. If anything, just like because it's so fitting. There we go. Yeah. But the localization of this game has not been the localization of the recent Monster Hunters has not been the best. Like at all. And shoot it in the face. Shoot the Velociraptor in the face. Yeah, I can see that. Even looking at the older games, they're kind of weird. Dang it. Should have been quicker. Thank you for kicking me. Started retconning prior translations.
That's the downside of like most localization is you have one team that does it for so long, and then you have a new team that comes in and basically just changes everything. Dundorma into Dundorma. Yeah. Why? Because reasons. This is kind of why I like Type Moon with what they do for the Fate series, is a lot of the stuff that they do localize, they stick to as close as possible to the literal Japanese. And as much as people want to rag on Fate Grand Order, being a gacha game, their translations are on point. Yeah, Golden Rajang to Furious Rajang. I never understood that. Like, why is it called Furious Rajang? It's like, it's just a normal Rajang with, like, more lightning. So it's like, why isn't it called something closer to that? Like, more literal. When most of the monsters are just literal. I never understood that change. I never understood that translation. Like, why is it called Furious? It's as angry as a normal Rajang. It needed to be more exciting. Yeah, I hate that. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt for a minute. Like the need to change so many things just to either be like more in line with Western humor or to make something more exciting, I can't stand. Like, I'm playing a game that's being translated from a language to English for, like, just so it's in my native language. I don't need it. I don't need the stuff changed to not reflect the original meaning. So it's like, it's just like the borderline point of, I want translation. Yes, I want translation, not localization. Localization sucks. Just do a straightforward translation and call it there. Like, do we need to start bringing up the Pokemon anime for, like, how bad localization is? Because look at these jelly donuts. They're not jelly donuts, Brock. They're onigiri. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, yeah. It's over, Kaiba. And it's just finger guns. Like, just straight up, finger guns. Just straight. Yeah. Oh, and then what they did to Dark Magician Girl, the Harpies, and a bunch of like other stuff. It's just like it's worse than what happens to Shin Megami Tensei in censorship, man. Like if you know what happened to like the early Shin Megami Tensei games or the early Persona games, like straight up, so much of it was messed up. But like, yeah, like just look up some of the just look at some of the Persona censorship. It's kind of absurd. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey has some really bad ones. And as much as I love Strange Journey, I can't stand some of the localization either. I want a translation, a localization, people. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, nor is it that stupid. It's like Dark Souls. The thief class starts with the bandit's knife. You know why? Because in Japanese it's not called the thief, it's called the bandit. One of these days, if I ever, like, once my voice comes back, I might make... I'll probably make a short soon about it. The bandit was originally called something else in Japanese. I don't remember the exact one, but I know the bandit was an entirely different name. Like the majority of Dark Souls 1's localization is really scuffed, man. It's like terribly scuffed. Like, to the point that, Old Witch's Ring actually has a proper, like, explanation about, like, what it can do in Japanese. The English one's just like, what? The Old Witch's Ring, or the Old Witch's Pendant, I can't remember if it was a pendant or a ring in the first game. It's been a while since I played it. Just straight up is vague nothingness in the English localization. Yeah, there has never been a time where localization has been good. I will completely agree with you on that one. Son of a submarine. I cringe just hearing that. Up I go. Yeah, there are some funny elements, but like they get lost in they lost a lot of the substance. Like that everything you're saying about localization to or translation was like very true. It very much is. Hit the ground. Ow. Get on the ground. You're under arrest. Stop resisting. If you keep resisting, I will continue to shoot you. How bad are the names for Rathalos and Rathian in Japanese? Is it just dragon? I'd find that hilarious. Almost unpronounceable to us. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I'd give it a try, but yeah. There are some names in Japanese I'll give a try to saying if it's like unpronounceable, but other than that, I can understand changing that to something a little more understandable. Using like either the actual meaning of the name or the romanization of it. Like Rio Rioso? Or Uso? So I know sometimes a U can sound like an O. Yeah, I can see that being unpronounceable because Japanese is a situation where sometimes U's sound like O's. Sound like double O. And in, it can never sound like an O, but it can be silent. Oh, okay. I'm confusing it, I'm confusing it with the L and the R situation. That L and R situation is hilarious. It's like, oh yeah, they sound like a complete opposite of what they actually are. Okay. But yeah, I can see why they changed that name. That's very much a name that you have to understand some context within Japanese language to even, like, phonetically pronounce. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Roll. Can be translated as la li lu li la. Oh no! Is that where the dumb Kojima thing came from? Please tell me someone gets that. Where he named a group Lali Luli Lo. Please tell me that's where that comes from, because if so, that's hilarious. Someone got it. Why, yes, I played some Metal Gear. Hopefully it was the fun ones. And not the garbage he puts out now. Well, he put out. Oh yeah, that is. Now that I understand where that now that I understand where that came from, that's like that's even more levels of stupid on the part of Kojima, and I find it hilarious. Track that. I play 4. The PS3 emulation is iffy. Isn't there a MGS4 either re-release on PC? Or does it not work up with Proton? Seeing you're on Linux. Or am I thinking of 5? Dang, I haven't really kept up with Kojima games at all because, like, as much as I found... Talking about the guy who implemented cardboard boxes as a stealth tool. Of course, it's gonna be a little weird. 4 is a PS3 exclusive. Dang. That's sad that 4 is a PS3 exclusive still. And 5 and Rising are on PC. So... 5, aka bad, Phantom Bad, and then the meme known as Metal Gear Revengeance. I love Metal Gear Revengeance. Like, I love it. It's just a giant meme. One of these days, I will play that game on stream, and we will just have and it will be just memes. Only memes. Nanomachines, son. It's like... Revengeance is on... Okay, if you've ever seen the original Fate anime from, like, 2003 or 2006, It's that par of meme. Like, just meme culture at this point, and I love it. Oh, he's a super great character. He's a character that, even if he's the villain, it kind of makes you want to root for him. So is Jetstream Sam. Now, like, Sundowner... I forget the other two. But yeah, like Sundowner and stuff, they're not the best of villains. You leveled charisma to 100, precisely. Although I will, like, just flat out say, Red Sun Over Paradise is one of my favorite songs ever. And that's just due to the fact that it sounds good. Like, the three... Yeah, they're either funny or they max charisma. That is true. They either max charisma or they're just hilarious. Because, like, bluntly, one of my favorite scenes the entirety of the Metal Gear franchise is just Revolver Ocelot. With his gun spinning for, like, 3 minutes. One of these days I'll learn how to do that at that motion because I love that revolver spinning. Purchase. 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 I don't know why the dogs are going weird. I got the Lagania gun. Oh yeah, never with a loaded one. Just never. But just the full, like, dual spinning, the full dual spinning side, the full side spinning, everything. The throw over the throws over the shoulder. I love it. It's partly why in I'm working with someone to make, like, the whole 7 cats in a trench coat joke, like, into, like, legitimate art. It's why one of them is named after John Cassidy of Fallout 2 fame, but it's John Cassidy with a cowboy hat. And the humor, it's gonna be a mix of John Cassidy and Revolver Ocelot. And if it looks good, I might see if she can do, like, a PNG style for it, to where it's like, hey, a small PNG returns type of thing, but I don't know if I will. Let's do HR Lagania. Let's do it. Lagania, Highlands royalty. Oh great, it's from Scotland. It's Scottish. I actually don't have I don't have issues with Scottish people. Now English, now British people. Yes. Because Britain didn't exist until 1776, where we brought them into existence just as a show of power. Yeah, that's a running joke I have with friends. It's just like, history didn't begin until 1776 because everything before then was just a myth. History started with the creation of the United States. It's a running joke I have with friends, and it's funny to me. Hey, Varkon. How you doing? I'm not crazy. I'm mentally insane. They're two different things. I'll do it again. I really could do like a version of Crazy Goofy. It would be hilarious. It would be funny. Goofy on trial for murder. Okay, it's not up there. That's fine. Glider Mantle makes traversing downward a lot easier, man. It really does. Okay, this is weird. Oh. Hi. There it is. How dare you roar twice? Only I can roar twice. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. Oh, it's poisoned. Okay, I'm poisoned. Wrong button. So Varkon, when you gonna get Monster Hunter? When can I drag you into the world of monster hunting? How dare you? You do dare. Should drag him into Freedom Unite. That'd be fun. That'd be fun, doing Freedom Unite. I love how people got the PSP online working through emulation. It's such a hilarious thing in my mind. And it just goes to show that, like, you can't stop emulation. You can make it really difficult, but you're not going to be able to stop it. Because people even found a way to make Tri playable again. Like, through, online Tri playable again. Which says a lot. Because the Wii and the Wii U networking was terrible. It's not all that difficult. It's basically just you and 3 other players going through a port, using a mixture of port forwarding and basically pseudo LAN. Pretty much all you're doing is syncing up 4 instances of PPSSPP. I hate that name. To pretty much just think they're think basically to do the continuation of what occurred in the past, which was close distance play. Oh yeah, the generations and generations, and if you can find a Switch emulator, and have it actually be working, do have online functionality. I've looked into it. It's just kind of complicated. It's not the cleanest solution, as I put it. But I don't think there will ever be a clean solution to a Nintendo console being emulated with online. I don't think there will ever be a clean situation. I've tried getting it working. The hardest part is finding the BIOS for it, because it requires you to have it. Requires you to bring the Switch's own BIOS into it, and finding a viable download link that's not malware for that, I have found is not the easiest. And then there's a bunch, and then the ones that I can find that aren't malware just tend to be not functional, because Nintendo decided to go the Nintendo route of cease and desist type of thing. Oh, and then there's finding the ROMs, which great. That's pretty much you're buying the actual cartridge at that point and ripping the data yourself. Which I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do. But because, and this is a thing, Nintendo still says they're selling you a license, congratulations, it's technically not piracy, it's copyright infringement. And if they no longer produce the thing that they're trying to sell, well, congrats. The intent to steal income from the intellectual property isn't fair. Why they still sell Bloodborne. I swear Nintendo is protecting that thing like it's almost... Not Nintendo. Sony is protecting Bloodborne to the point it's hilarious. Gonna be honest, they are. I'm surprised no one has, I'm surprised they haven't gone after the guy who's reverse engineering it. 'Cause that is like genuinely hilarious. They aren't going after the guy who is reverse engineering it. It's almost like they understand, like, well, we can't. We're not going to release it on PC, and if the players keep trying this, it's like it's just going to slowly progress till they're either forced to put it on PC, or they do something so drastic that everyone starts to hate. Everyone starts to not even want to do it. Do the reverse engineering. Tessa, why are you in front of the camera? I got the mount. Wow, that took a lot of stabs. I've been thinking that too. It's like, do they have a case against the guy? I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. Because I know Bloodborne hasn't fallen into abandonment. But I don't think they could legally defend themselves. Like, this is just coming from someone who understands, like, the most basic level of copyright, patent, and trademark. But I don't think they could defend themselves. They could try, but I realistically don't think they could. Because it's at the point to where I don't think they can make the case that they still use it for a they still use it for financial gain, because they don't. And I don't think they can make the case of them but no, they probably could. They could use it as they are infringing upon their art assets, but that's about it. Yeah, I think they own they own the asset. Like the actual asset and publishing rights. While the code is still owned by FromSoft. That's usually how FromSoft does it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Not tonight.
That's usually how FromSoft does it, is they own the code and everything that went into the creation. And that's why when they did the stuff for the Demon Souls remake, Sony wasn't the actual one behind it. Yes, they published it, but the ones behind it was particularly FromSoft, working with Blue Mount, or whatever the studio's name is. Blue something. Where all the code was still FromSoft's. Which is generally why I just think FromSoft should just self-publish at this point. Like, cut Sony out of it. They have the money, they have the ability to. Just flat out self-publish everything. Yeah, it was Bluepoint. Okay. If I remember correctly, Bluepoint got the base underlying type of stuff, and then they basically, it's like, okay, we need, they need to change things, modify them, stuff like that. Or just completely recreate. Yes, it is. It is. So the sole publishing right is owned by Sony. So I think if they actually got rid of, they were able to buy out the sole publishing right, I genuinely think every FromSoft game would be on PC, because that's, I'm gonna say this now, that's where most of FromSoft's market is. It's not console players. Yes, console players contribute a good bit to it, but the majority of the people who buy FromSoft games tend to be PC players. It's why if you look at the numbers for the games that released on multi-platform or single platform, it's absurd. You make a point. Yeah, I think Bloodborne for the initial launch sold between it was either 5 or 7 million units. And then you contrast that to like Elden Ring, which launched multi-platform, and most of its sales were just comically enough PC players. From what numbers are available. Which is really interesting, because it's like, it goes to show that FromSoft has really earned the title of releasing products that aren't broken. With the Western publishing rights for release. Atlas? Like, Atlas, the company that makes Persona? Huh. I find that interesting. Atlas published Demon Souls in the West. Huh. I find that interesting. I mean, Atlas is known for publishing, like, the underdog properties. And Demon Souls was really an underdog property at the time frame, due to FromSoft basically coming off of, I think 1 or 2 failures of games to, like, have market hold. So that doesn't surprise me. Atlas is known for taking chances. They originally did take chances with the SMT franchise when the SMT franchise was very in a bad place, even in Japan. And then they released Persona and stuff like that. So yeah, I can see it from there. I can see it from them. I can see them doing it for multiple reasons. That's usually Atlas's MO. If something doesn't really work in the like Japan, they'll try to bring it over here, try to make it work. It's part of the reason why sadly they didn't take that gamble with Persona 1 and 2, because I wish they did. Like, I hate Persona 3 onward. Persona 3, 4, 5, I don't like it. But the original Persona of 1 and 2, peak. Just peak games right there. That would be Persona 1 and Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Like, beautiful games. I wish I could find a way to play them now, but getting it running is not the easiest, because there's 3 different versions, and the most up-to-date version is PSP. Thing is, I don't think there's a... no, there is a translation, but finding that translation is rather hard now. I'm gonna check. Why do I have 5 DMs? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, you are good at finding things, sir. You very much are. Yeah, it was good enough to get Dark Souls, and then Dark Souls 2 happened, then Dark Souls 3 happened, then Bloodborne happened, then Elden Ring happened, and then Elden Ring Night Ring happened. They've only been making Souls games, man. What happened to Kingsfield? Like, I want Kingsfield back. Yes, I know I'm a weirdo, but, like, Kingsfield is good. I think I'm, like, the only person who wants a new Kingsfield game. I think I am. But, like, I love it. It literally made a genre. And, like, it didn't just make a genre, it tested multiple genres into one and then basically decided to experiment. And I love it. Which, like, that used to be FromSoft's MO. They would occasionally make games that, like, were licensed and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, they ended up making products that were amazing for, like, their in-house stuff that weren't licensed or anything like that. Like, they made Tenchu. Tenchu defines the stealth genre, even to today. Man, I'm saddened to see where FromSoft has fallen. Like, all they're doing is making Souls games, and they're not doing what they did in the past, which was release really good experimental games that just were fun. And that, like, that lack of, like, I want to say not innovation, because they are innovating, but that lack of just progression in what they have done is kind of saddening, man. They are trying to innovate with Night Rain, but it's still going on that, like, the now multi-year progression of let's just make Souls games with Night Rain. And I'm gonna say this now, Souls games are getting boring. They are just getting boring. The formula is overused. The formula has been used to death through multiple different things, and the people who have innovated on the Souls-like formula usually don't succeed. like the ones that like the most recent game I can think of that tried to innovate on the Souls formula. Do I still remember? Do I still have it saved? Where is it? And Liza P is one of them. Berserker of Kazan. That's what it was. Like, the actual, like, Berserkers of Kazan, Lies of P, Neo 2, Neo 3. All of them have pushed the standard, like, Souls formula as it sits in a more, let's just say, story-focused direction while keeping the same aspect, which having the really good combat paired with an actual story narrative that's not just super vague writing that leads to fan conjecture and people trying to think, well, it's good writing, but it's honestly bad writing because just look at Stephen King with what he does now. And Lies of P, Neo 2, the upcoming Neo 3, I'd even say Code Vein because I'm a Code Vein fan. The upcoming Code Vein 2, all of them have pushed into more story elements that make the formula of Souls-like are more enjoyable. It's more PvE bet. I can see that perspective of Night Rain being more PvE battle royale. I hold the stance that it's kind of both. And I can only hope that their next game is... it's something not Souls combat, and it's not what Night Rain is with more PvE battle royale. I know it's supposed to be based more around an extraction shooter from everything they've said with how it's inspired by Tarkov. But from everything we know, I have my suspicions. Also, hello, Crow. How you doing? Gunbin 100. Yeah, Nergi roadblocked me. So I'm making a gun to abuse his weakness to Pierce. True, they did incorporate elements of Kingsfield into Demon Souls, which I love those elements. And I love Demon Souls because Demon Souls, as much as people want to like make really weird statements about it, the game's held together by a prayer. Like, the game is held together by a prayer. It's not even duct tape and hot glue. That's Dark Souls. Dark Souls is hot glue and duct tape. Demon Souls is just held together by prayers. And I think that's what makes it so fun. I don't need help. I should put that up. It's not even up yet. There we go. Things have to be done solo. I will be killing not Fatale. I will be killing Nergi after I create the Lagania gun. It has a lot of weak points, and Pierce is just beneficial to it. Yes, I'm making the Lagania heavy bowgun. It is probably the most effective heavy bowgun for Pierce right now, because you can get access to Pierce 3. Whereas right now, if I wanted access to spread 3, I think I'd have to make the Anjanath gun. That's the thing I bring up in the Monster Hunter video about what I would do to bring Monster Hunter more in line with the classic games. That I can't record now because that's gonna take because of my throat. But like I bring up the idea of like friction. Those rough edges have a level of friction to the game that is just good. It adds I want to say texture. It adds like a texture to the game that you know instinctually is this game. The moment you streamline a game so much that, yeah, the moment you streamline games so much that you remove that texture, it becomes a game that slowly loses its identity. Yeah, it is a terrible gun. It has minus 20 affinity. And that's why one of my favorite games of all time is Fallout 2 and Fallout 1. Fallout 2 and Fallout 1 objectively are like, I'm gonna say, really rough. But they're so fun. That roughness of the game gives something that is interesting to see. And if you have like 7 luck, it gets even more interesting because you see the hidden you see the hidden stuff that the devs added, but they added them as like Easter eggs and stuff like that. It's so good. So having that level of texture to a game is very important in my mind. Like the easiest way I can put it is if you rub your fingertips over fine sandpaper, you know it's sandpaper, but it's refined. Until Glutton came out, yeah. Put on glider mantle. Up into the air I go. Ah, you what? That is a very crass way to put it. But it makes sense. Like, I won't say that it doesn't make sense. It makes sense. Like, you need... Most of what's enjoyable in life has some level of, like, difficulty that comes from just something having a passive nature to it. It's like, to use the example of working on a motorcycle, the difficulty but fun of working on a motorcycle is having to remember the bolts, having to remember how something goes together. It's effectively a giant puzzle. And it being like that, if you removed the puzzle nature of it, yeah, it would be really easy to work on them, but it would be just simple monotony. It would just be mundane. It's one of the reasons why when I worked on motorcycles for a living, I super enjoyed it. Because of it basically being just a giant puzzle. You had to remember the order of operation. You had to remember the steps. Like, if any of you've ever worked on a Goldwing or owned a Honda Goldwing, you understand, just into the air filters, it's a puzzle. It is, like, definitively a puzzle. It takes about an hour and a half just to get to the air filter. And I was the only one in the shop that actually enjoyed doing that when I was in the paid apprenticeship. I enjoy doing wiring as well. It's like, it's really fun. Fixing something that has broken wiring seems like it would be not fun at all, but it really is. Okay, I gotta lock in, and not get distracted by chat for a minute. Okay, evade the roll. Let it skip past me. Yeah, I think the only part about working on the Goldwing I actually hated was particularly how it did its bolts. Its bolts were absurd. That's really about it. And wiring is just... it's fun. It's just if you get shocked, it's not. Trust me, having a 12 to 14 volt battery run through your hand, it's not comfortable. It's really painful. My arm was numb for like a good 4 hours. Because you're not dealing with all, you're dealing with straight up direct current at that point. Very tingly. It's a way to... I love how you describe that. It's a very... It was very tingly. It's an accurate way to put it. Let them turf war. Yeah, it's not a, yeah, that's not a lot of current, but it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be very tingly. The direct current off of a battery is a little uncomfortable. I'll put it that way. Not enough to, like, hurt you, but definitely enough to make you go, ow. Yeah, I think it was specifically a 12. No, it wasn't a 12. It was about a 14 to 16 volt, 14 to 16 volt car battery. No, it's a motorcycle battery, not a car battery. But the battery for a Goldwing is basically just a tiny car battery. It's one of the largest batteries you will find. Matter of fact, I actually think it is the largest car battery, the largest motorcycle battery you can find. It's on par with Tory model Harleys. And if you haven't seen a Tory model Harley battery, they're about as big as someone. They're about a little bigger than someone's head. I hate the ice effect. Haluma, stop it! Just started world between a longsword and a switch axe. Which weapon is better in your opinion? If you like counterplay, longsword. If you like just a weapon that's just swing big axe, hit face, switch axe. And switch axe, the real main learning curve is understanding when to go to sword mode and when not to go to sword mode. Like, there's a good bit of monsters in this game and in, like, example, Wild, where going into sword mode is actually a detriment. And it requires you knowing their moveset very well to use it properly. But at the end of the day, I can say I enjoy Switch Axe more than Longsword. Specifically for this game. Because it's just a very simple weapon to learn that is very enjoyable.
Give up.
Dang it. Go down. Okay. Come on. Just go down. Thank you. I'm not the biggest fan of this version of Proof of a Hero. I am very much preferential to second gen's Proof of a Hero. That's why the second gen Proof of a Hero is my alert sound for Twitch alerts. Yeah, World's music is pretty meh, in my mind. Yeah, the Nergi's track, I'll say it's good. Nergi and Runer Nergi are very good. That's about it. Besides maybe the Fatalis track and the Fatalis Victory track. It doesn't feel very Monster Hunter-y to... Okay, that's now a word. Monster Hunter-y. That is officially a word now. I'm missing one freezer sack. Okay. Okay. Let's reload on it and let's go buy some more ammo. I think the thing about World that made it good is the monster variety. The music, it's good orchestral. That's about it. Yeah, it goes through Parthenos Genesis. A good bit of the dragons in this game, for Elder Dragons, are very much like, okay, this thing, the only way this thing reproduces is through Parthenos Genesis. Which is like the scientific term for just, it creates a clone of itself. A good bit of snakes can do it. I remember reading somewhere that, like, Alatreon was pretty much confirmed to be only female. And that basically made me go, like, you know what, this is... And then I looked at all the all of the Alatreons we fought and stuff like that, to where it's like, yeah, I could see that, to where it has to replicate via Parthenos Genesis. Now, I didn't throw that in the video talking about Alatreon because I can't confirm it. That's about it. That's about it on that one. And me not being able to confirm it for that video left it all out. They're basically giant multicellular bacteria. That bacteria is terrifying because that bacteria can kill you. because it just turns into a giant monster. It's also part of the reason why I like how God Eater described the origami. Awagami is SMT5. Because they literally described it as just a giant multicellular supercell organism. Which is really neat to just have like, oh yeah, these monsters, they're not even normal. They're giant supercells. I love it. Yeah, they are a fascinating thought experience. Because that's kind of what they would, like, the origami from GE are like, really, is that, it lets you think about like, okay, what would an organism that is a supercell organism that when it consumes material, be it living or non-living, it brings it into its very cellular structure. It's a super neat idea. It also kind of terrifies me because, like, there are movies based on this and it never goes well. It's why I'm kind of like, as much as it's like, okay, we're getting Code Vein 2, I kind of want I want GE4. Like I want GE4, like I really do. Let's hope no one takes the wrong lesson from... I really hope no one takes the wrong lesson from that, because it's just like... A predator supercell organism would genuinely destroy the world. As a how-to manual instead of a warning. Yeah, they did. And it's kind of scary. Because, like, I'll use, like, the example of, like, the people are trying to bring back dire wolves. They're not dire wolves yet, but they're just standard wolves with dire wolf genetics mixed into them. Like, the terrifying, like, you gotta think about it from this standard. If those two dire wolves have kids, because there's a male, a male, and a female. If one of the males and the female of that pack have kids, the dire wolf, and both of them have dire wolf genetics, what's going to occur is the dire wolf genetics are going to become strengthened over time with each generation. The natural wolf genetics will eventually be phased out for the stronger genetic link that's shared between the mother and father. Genetic variation can occur, but at the end of the day, the more prominent gene is going to win out. So pretty much what's occurring is generational recreation of as close as they can get to the dire wolf. And if you think that's fine, there's a reason it went extinct. Genuinely, there's a reason it went extinct, and it's because it couldn't find food anymore. We're in an era where it could very easily find food. You understand what they've done. My question is, do they? No, they don't. They don't understand at all. They're thinking, we can do it because we can. The consequences be damned. They don't understand what they've done. It's like trying to bring back ancient snakes. It's a really bad idea to bring back ancient snakes. But are they gonna do it anyway? Yes. When ancient snakes were like the size of small buildings when they were young. What are the mammoths gonna eat? Like, yeah, good question. What are they gonna eat? No one answers the question of what happens when this turns into an ecological situation when it gets out. Not many scientists ask that question. And it's the same reason Florida has pythons breeding with anacondas. Because anacondas and pythons got out. And they're basically making a hybrid constrictor that's like, again, the size of a small house at full growth. They don't have a hippo problem. Hey, Panama? Yeah. They don't have a hippo problem, at least. Yet. I have to say yet, because guess what? It might... Who knows what will occur. Turns out Panama's a really great eco. Yeah, I assumed it's like a really good ecosystem for hippos. It has the biodiversity to basically sustain hippo life. But the thing is, the hippos, because they're bloody hippos, they kind of eat everything. It's also the hilarious part is when you put a hippo and a crocodile next to each other, the baby hippo will just bully the crocodile. And the crocodile can't do anything because it knows. Yeah, I believe, which was the drug dealer again? El Chapo? Yeah, I think it was El Chapo had the crocodiles on his private island. And then they got out, and now it's just like, oh great, we have to deal with hippos now. Yeah, it was in the 70s. And like, if no one knows, killing a hippo is really difficult. So anyone who has to like go out and kill a hippo, good luck. It's incredibly difficulty. It's on my radio menu. I just don't know how to multi-craft when it's on the radio menu. Because you're like, there's a specific term for a firearm known as an elephant gun. And that gun was specifically designed for elephants, hippos, rhinos, and a lion. The idea of it is, and to like use an example, 950 JDJ. It is that is an example of like something designed for very easily an elephant. 457 Weatherby is also an example of a elephant gun cartridge. They were made to basically stop its movement instantaneously to shoot through the skull. And the skull of most animals is really dense or really thick. It's kind of the reason why you had 500 Nitro Express and 700 Nitro Express come into existence. The entire purpose of it is just, okay, we shoot this thing, it has to go down. We can't let it move, because if it moves, at least one person is dead. Go down. Okay, I can capture it now. Yeah, if I'm helping him, I don't want to get close enough. Immediate stopping power is a factor. That was sadly a thing about the day and age where the elephant gun came into existence. Nowadays, it's not the biggest worry because we have much larger, much faster moving cartridges. But the term elephant gun still exists for that reason. Thankfully, we no longer have to worry about being in the vicinity to have enough mass that can be transferred onto the head. And that came into existence because of the Spitzer and a few other things. So they were able to tone down things like 500 and 700 Nitro Express into smaller rounds such as a 457 Weatherby and a 50 BMG. Hello, Gloopy. Not yet. I'm getting the items to do so. I'm about to fight it. Okay. And I'm at 101 frames, so I should have a decent amount of damage for Nergi. Same with Xeno. Do. Okay, I'm going to pitch that back into the box. Okay, final bit needs Nergi stuff. Take my full stack of latch berries. What would be the better ammo then if I have frames over 90? Would it be the spread, or would it be piercing at this point? Okay. Do. Okay. Let's go up to the cantina and get what needs to be done. Against Devil Joe, always pierce. Against Fatalis, always spread. Okay. I just realized how hard it's going to be to get the spread 3 deco. If I still have my armor by then. Radio menu. Excuse me while I craft piercing 3. When you do the ammo crafting, does it auto craft the things that are required for it beforehand, or do you need it? Or, for example, if I run out of spread 1, will I need to craft more spread 1 to make spread 3? Conspiracy Penguins, thank you for the follow. Hey, Alphane. I am about to go hunt a Nergi. Unused. Not used. Yeah, I don't mind sorting ammo for like bowgun purposes. I just wish it was easy. I just wish it automatically went in order of highest to lowest in the ammo tier instead of having to like to where things can go. I don't have a well-done steak. Such as cost. It's not cost viable for progression because you don't have the farm maxed, and it lacks good guns for progression. Yeah, it does. Okay, I ate. Is it weird? The only thing I enjoy about Wilds is how they did the cooking of your rations. And I say it for one reason. It's colorblind friendly. I'm not joking. That is the only reason I enjoy it. It's because I don't have to worry about being colorblind. It is such a stupid reason, but that is pretty much the one thing I enjoy of that game now. Yes, I know the So Tasty was moved to only in safe areas. But, like, I can see it. That ability to see matters a lot. And just so people understand what I mean by colorblind is, I have issues with light shaded colors. I have a variation of it to where it's basically like, to a degree, not all of them combined, but a minor hit of all of them. So certain colors just like merge. So like example, I almost built a table out of treated wood for my bedroom, and if no one knows, treated wood is treated with formaldehyde. I could have killed myself by accident. I gotta find... Yes, I am. I'm just waiting for an opening. I did not. Wrong area, game. I wanted to shoot its head. Latch onto its head, and now I can tenderize the head. Ow. Oh no, I died. Pick me up, Gunny. We still have to win this war. I lost the battle, but I have to win the war. Ow. Okay. Oh no! Okay, I'm alive. Oh no, the bowgun wars have started. The bowgun wars have started. Ow. Okay. Do I have anything I can use to fling it into a wall? No, I don't. Okay. I should have brought the ghillie mantle. I should have brought the ghillie mantle. Ow. Yeah, ghillie mantle would have been real good. Guys, calm down. Oh no. I hate that move so much. I'm gonna expend my piercing too, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Bing, 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 boom. I need to calm down so I can throw him into a wall. Cool, I broke the other horn. That move, I hate so much. I want to craft more than 4. Game, why you do that to me? Gonna expend this just so I can do it. It's still crafted 4. I don't get it. Man, I just don't. Then I'm gonna need to adjust my radio menu because that's irritating. Okay, game. Send him into a wall. That's not what I wanted, game! Eat. Yes, I almost have him. Shirley, you gotta wait a second. How's the bowgun war going? It's interesting. People are making their points. I'm currently leaning on the side of I'm currently leaning with Operator, but I also understand why Sticky is so loved. Wow, that did nothing. Okay. Oh. My suffering continues. Gotta kill Nergi. I'm going to. Gonna get him. Gonna get him so good. He'll be so afraid of me at the end. Let's do this, Nergi. I'm coming for ya. Eat the wall. What? Okay. Okay. Dang it! That slam move, just, that's what's getting me. Okay, I know I can't capture Nergigante, but having a shock trap on me will at least stun him. Dang it! Ah, yes, just block with a bowgun. When blocking with bowguns is not a thing in this game. Gobbler. Do that. Um... You have Worm Heart. Reload or another shield? I'm gonna go with another shield. This is gonna be my last attempt for the night. Okay, let's do this. Come on, I can do this. Okay, let's do this. Craft. Thank you for following Rival 2 on Kick. What are you saying no? What were you saying no to, Gloopy? Oh. Dang it. Latch on, tenderize. You and your roar. Okay, I'm alive still. Chew! Stop attacking me while I'm healing. Let me latch on, thank you. Thank you for letting me move. Okay. Okay. Latched onto the head. Heal up. It's enraged again. Oh, it's no longer enraged. Thanks, game. That was luck right there. Nergi got to hate it with all passion. Hello, Wolfman Moon. That guard saved me. I just gotta let that guard work for me. I survived! I am a liver! I survived! Oh, they shield upgrade. Gloopy, thank you for saying that. Okay, I will say this, operator. To me, a comfort build is a mix of damage and sustainability. So like so things like defense skills. That's comfort to me. Wolf and Moon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the feline pile. Okay, tenderize the head. My guard gave out. I didn't have stamina. I understand that, like, with wanting to bring as much damage as possible due to monster health. I just genuinely find having, example, like, defense up is good. That's just me. I tend to play tankier builds in games. It's like, example, if you look at the Expedition 33 run I'm doing, pretty much everyone is based in agility, is based on defense and vitality. The only characters that are not are, I think, Verso and Mael. Because damage. So, like, most games I end up doing some sort of damage tank hybrid. I am very much a paladin when it comes to games. It's also why, like, if you ask me my favorite servant in like Fate Grand Order, it's Mash. It's just Mash. Mash is one of my favorite servants because she is the mix of tank and damage. Once she hits the Orthoros gear. I'm alive. I am alive. Come on! Okay, I got one more life, and I got one more cart in me. Okay, let's do this. I gotta play this really safe now. I gotta lock in. My throat. Let's do this. How does that hit me? Go into the wall. Yes! His hitboxes are gigantic. Ah, I did it. Those hitboxes are absurd. Like, they're just giant circles. Giant circles or squares. Oh, that feels so nice. I'm happy. Oh, I'm so happy. We did it. Now, do I have the materials to upgrade this? I don't know. Yeah. Devil Joe, man, would have been really annoying. Devil Joe and or Basil Geese would have been really annoying. Okay. I just realized I'm gonna have to farm Xeno once Xeno's available, so I can get so I can have the fair shot ability. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy about that. See if I can upgrade my gun. Yeah, the ability for Devil Joe to just invade missions can make them kind of fun. No, I don't. I don't have the stuff. I don't know what this gun is going to take, but I want to upgrade it. Okay. Oh, it can go. It can upgrade more. I need a definitive set of armor now. Okay, Nergigante seems like it would be useful. The Nergigante set seems useful. So does the Dober set. Take talk. Even you have spelling errors, my friend. Even you do. Actually, no, I'm half tempted to make the Damascus set. Yeah, I'm half tempted to make the Damascus set, actually. I like the decos. It's either Damascus or Dober. But I'll figure that out once I come back tomorrow. Because I'm going to let my throat have a rest from talking, and I want to eat some dinner. It's about 9 o'clock, and I haven't ate dinner yet. So... we're not gonna raid out to anyone on Twitch's end right now because the channel that I do follow that's live, I need to watch a bit more before I do. With that said, thank you all for coming. God bless, and I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later.